Hello. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for you know, um, coming to this evening session. And I would like you to pay attention in whatever thing we are doing right now, okay? Because yesterday we did the part one of Slack introduction, and today we are looking at part two. That is we are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday, okay? And if you know you were not here yesterday, please can you type on the comment section? Just type I was here yesterday. I was not here yesterday. Let me know people who were here, who were here yesterday. Okay. Can you make use of the comment section? Let me know. Let me know where to start. Okay. Let me know the people that were here yesterday. I mean the comment section. Okay. 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 I was there yesterday. Okay. I'm not here. Which one is I'm not here? You were not here. Okay. Please. I was not around. I was not here yesterday. I was there yesterday. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. I was there yesterday. Okay, okay. This is what we're going to do. We'll do a kind of brushing before we let's do a little brushing. Okay, let's do a little brushing. Okay, for the sake of people who were not here yesterday, let's do a little brushing before we go deeper. All right, thank you. Like I said, if you can't see if I'm having any network issue, you can chat me on WhatsApp immediately because I'm here with my phone. Okay, thank you. Now, yesterday we talked about Slack as an internal communication software. Okay, like I said yesterday, Slack is actually used by by different organizations, and also it's mainly used by team members. Okay, like staff. And when I mean team members, I mean staff in an organization. Okay, now we started by looking at the workspace, and I said the workspace here represents what the organizational what name, the organization. And here we have the name of the organization called June July Class 25. Okay. And now in June July Class 25, you can see the number of staff they have in this company called June July what Class 25. Now you can see we have 262 members, okay, that belong to here in this organization. Now, and I said we have what we call trade. Now, what do I mean by trade? Trade is like the main topic of the day. For example, if we want to discuss about bad government, okay, now it simply means we are going to discuss only about what bad government. That means we are not digressing from the topic. Okay. If for example we are discussing about bad government and someone now start raising issue of something else, that means the person is digressing from where? From the thread. Okay. Now, we and I said we also have the unread message here. Well, you already know what the word unread means. These are messages you've not done, what you've not read. Okay. Then and I also said we have what we call the huddle. Okay, the huddle. This is where you have your audio audio voice call, either audio or video. You can also share your screen during what? During huddle. Okay. Now let me click on this huddle and show you. Now if for example I want to do a huddle on learning IT skills here, this learning IT skill, I can easily come here and click on this huddle. Okay. We'll get to that. Okay. Let me not just jump into huddle. I think someone let me know if someone dropped the chat on the comment section. Okay. Please, if you can see my screen, can you make use of the reaction button if you can see my screen? All right, thank you. Please, if you can't see my screen, I will encourage you to log out and log in. Okay, it could be a network issue from your end. Thank you. Okay, now this is where you have DMs, okay? The DMs there, this is where you have your what? Your direct what? Inbox what? Messages, okay? Like your private what? Messages. Like when I mean private, your inbox what? Messages, okay? This one said, "Hello, Mr. Clement. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm here having my hands on some buttons on Slack. That's beautiful. You're welcome. Mbia K Monday. You were here yesterday. I don't know if she's here. She was in the class yesterday. Then this is where you have your what, your private what messages, okay? Then under the activity here, this is where you read all the activities that is going on, in your what in your workspace, okay? And we have what files here. Now you can check what I'm sorry, okay. Now this is where you have all your what all your files, like your to do and the rest of them, okay? Like both your shared files and the one you created by yourself. Now, um, sorry, it's coming up, okay? Hold on. Now, and I said the channel here, the channel here represents what? The department in where? In an organization. Please pay attention, okay? The channel here represents what? The department in where? In the organization called what? June, July class what? 25. Now, and I said, now I created a channel yesterday called Accounting Department, All Staff, Human Resource Department, and Learning IT Skills. Okay, these are what different what departments. And I said, for example, if you belong to accounting department, it simply means whatever thing that is going on in human resource department, you're not going to be aware. Just like someone who is in accountability group 5, and if you're not in group 1, that means whatever thing that is going on there, you're not going to be aware. Are we following? Okay. Now you can see under accounting, there is a padlock key. It shows what is a private what group. Under the human resource department, you can see there is a padlock key. It shows what a private what group. That means it's not meant for the public. It's not meant for it's not meant for everyone. Okay. Now I created another department called what all staff. That means all staff is actually meant for who? Both the junior staff and the senior staff. That is both the people who are in accounting department, in human resource department, in learning IT skills. They all belong to where? To all staff. Please, if you're working in a company, just have the scenario of your company, okay? Each company, has their what different what departments, okay? Now, if for example you're in marketing department and your friend is in accounting department, whenever they want to have any marketing departmental meeting, you who is in accounting department, you're not going to join them because it's not your department. Are you following me? So that is what this channel is what it's all about. Okay. And and I said, for example, if you come to channel, if you come to this accounting department and click on it, let's click on accounting department, and I come to accounting department and type, for example, um we have a meeting. If I should type in accounting department, we have a meeting by 12 um by 12 p.m. tomorrow. Now, it simply means what? The meeting is meant for people who are in accounting department. Are we following? The meeting is what? Is meant for people who are in accounting department. It's not meant for people who are in human resource department. Okay. Now, I now said you can also decide to do what? Send this stuff now, or you can decide to send it what to schedule what for later. For example, this we have a meeting by 12 p.m. tomorrow. I can decide to say, okay, I want this message to drop by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, how do I do that? Um, I can come to here. I can click on this drop down. Click on what custom time. Okay, and schedule what for tomorrow. Okay, because it says the meeting is what by 12 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, at that point, what do I do? I'll click on what 11, which is what Friday, and click on what 7 what a.m. Okay, you choose what 7 what a.m. because I want the message to drop in the morning. Okay, tomorrow. Then you click on 7 a.m. Okay, you click. And at that point, what do? You schedule. Now you can see they say what your message will be sent at 7 a.m. what tomorrow at 7 a.m., which is what tomorrow. Then if you want to check all your scheduled messages, you can for accounting departments, you can easily come here and do what and click this stuff here, see all what schedule what messages, okay? Then and before we came to this accounting department, I also showed you how you can create channel which represents what different what department. And I said if you want to create a channel, you can easily come here, click on this channel, okay, and click what create. You click on what create what channel, okay. Then you can decide to create a channel. Then what next? You can click what next and click let's say you wanna create a channel for marketing department. You can type what marketing, okay. Now you've created a department for these people marketing, okay. Now because it's a marketing department, we are not going to leave it where in public, okay, because the department is not meant for what everyone. At that point, it's going to be what a private what department. You click on, you change from public to where to private, okay. Then the moment you change it to private, what do? You click on what create. Now, now they said add members. You can decide to add people in this way in this accounting department. Now let me tell you one thing about let me check my this thing, okay. Please, if you can hear me clearly, can you make use of the reaction button if you can hear me clearly? Okay, 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 okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's go back to where we came from, okay? Now, there's one thing you need to understand about channel and the workspace. Now, you can't invite someone to your channel with um you can't invite someone to your department with a link, okay. Now for you to add anyone here, you have to do what add them through their what email, okay. You have to add them through their what through their email. But when it comes to you inviting someone to the workspace, you can actually do that with a link. But when it comes to you inviting someone to join your department, you're going to do that with what with email, okay. You're going to do that with what with email. Now let's assume let's assume you saw something on YouTube. Okay, now before we go to that part, okay, then I also showed you guys how you can set up your profile. For example, when you join an organization, the first thing you do, okay, when you're being invited to their Slack link, to their Slack workspace, the first thing you do is what set up your what profile, okay. That's the first thing you're going to what to do. You have to do what set up your what profile, and I showed you yesterday how you can easily set up your profile, okay. And I said if you want to set up your profile, you come down here where you have this my picture icon here. You click on it, then you click on what profile. Now you can see my profile here, okay. Now I'm working in this company called June July class or 25. That is the name of our company, okay. Now this is my name here, Olofu Clement Obogo. This is my full name, and I'm from Cross River State, okay. This is my full name. Now this is my name, Olofu Clement Obogo. Then who am I in this company? I'm working as a customer support specialist in this company. Okay. Now, this is my email. here is my email, and here is my phone number. Then about me, I can decide to do what? Add what? A start what? Date. Like when I started working in this company. Okay. Now I can take it back to 2022, and let me say like 15th July 20 what? 22. That is when I started working in this company. Okay. Now you can see I've been working in this company for 2 years and what? 11 months. Okay. Now let's go to edit. Now under the edit here, when you're invited to this company, the first thing you do is what? Set up your profile. Okay, I'm showing you how you can set up your profile. First of all, you add your what? Your full name, and they're asking you how do you want your name to be displaying. Okay, you can see I added Mr. Clems here. They're asking your title. Please, the title is not Mr. and Mrs. No, your title is the role, your position in that company. That's what they're asking you. Okay, your position in that what? In that company. Now you can see in this company I'm working as what? Customer support what? Specialist. Now there's something I'm going to show you. Now some of you might be asking, what if I'm working in more than one company and they're using the same Slack, and they're using Slack? How am I going to do that? Now I'm going to show you. Okay, once I'm done from here, I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, now you can see here my title is what? Customer what? Support what? Specialist. Now you might be working in a company where most of your colleagues may not be able to know how to pronounce your name. Okay, now imagine you're working with a white man and your name is how do you call this Edo name? Is it Uguevo, Evovovo, or SARS? You know that kind of name, right? Then, and in that company, the white man may not be able to know how to pronounce your name. At that point, um, you can decide to do what? To record a voice note on how your name should be what? Pronounced. Okay, so that anytime anybody goes to your profile, the person can easily click on this can easily play the record to know how your name is being what? Pronounced. Okay, then after that you can also type it what? Manually. Okay, you can also type it what? Manually, or you can also decide to do what? Add a short form to your what? To your name. If for example your name is Equitos now, you can decide to just type what? Equi. Are we following? You can decide to do what? Type Equi to do what? Um you know to abbreviate your name, and also show them how they can pronounce your name. Now, I also told you, for example, if you're working for a US company and the company says you're going to deal with our own work, our own time zone. Now, if you're working with US time zone, for example, you're going to change this stuff, this West Africa to what? To US what? Time zone. Now, have it in mind that with time, Equi is going to teach you how you can navigate different what? Time zones. Okay. Now, have it in mind that someone who is in Netherlands has a different time zone. Okay, and someone who is in USA has a different time zone. And have it in mind that not all cities in USA have the same time zone. Okay. Now, if you're working for a boss who is in Alabama, for example, your time zone is going to be what? Alabama what? Time zone. Okay. Now, so the moment you're done with all this stuff, you do what? You upload your profile picture. Please have it in mind that if you're uploading a profile picture, if you're using a profile picture on your LinkedIn, on your Slack, it should be what? It should be a professional what? Profile picture. Please have it in mind that you're dealing with people professionally. So Slack or LinkedIn is not like TikTok where you can decide to wear singlets, wear bump shorts, and start dancing on. No, 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 no. In Slack you don't dance. In LinkedIn you don't do all those kind of stuff there. Like these are professional work spaces. Okay. Now, so when you're done with this stuff, you do what? You click save. Okay. Now we have what sets a status here. You click on it. Now, people should know your whereabouts. Okay. People should do what? Know your way. Now, what if you're working in a company What if you're working in a company that does hybrid? You know what we call hybrid, right? Whereby you can work from home today and tomorrow you work from office. Okay. Now, what if you're working hybrid and let's say, for example, like today you're working from home. If you're working from home today, you can easily come here, change your what status. Okay, you change your what status to what working remotely. Okay, today. Okay, then they say post notification. You click. You can set the post notification for everyone or post notification for everyone except what VIPs. Then the moment you're done with that, you do what? You save. Now, the moment you save this stuff, it simply means what? You're not working in the office today. You're working from where? You're working from home. Are we following? Let me know if they are following me or I'm the one following them. Now, okay, please, can anyone see my screen?
Will
Okay. Now, if you can see my screen, can you make use of the reaction button if you can see my screen? Okay, should I increase my screen? Should I? Should I increase my screen? Bethel is here. My second admin, she's online. Tomorrow she's going to take us on fresh desk because we teach. I can decide to teach today and she will teach tomorrow. Okay. So by tomorrow she's going to take us on fresh desk. Okay. Please make sure you don't miss the class. Okay. Um, someone said I can't see your screen. Okay. Yes, kindly increase your screen. Okay. 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 I will do that right now. I will do that. Okay. I will do that. Thank you. Aha. Now, is it too much or is too small? Is it okay now? My screen is 100. Is it okay now? Okay. 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 All right. Thank you. Thank you. Now the moment you're done with this stuff, okay? Like I said, always set up your profile whenever you join any organization. It will help you a lot, okay? Always do what? Set up your what? Profile whenever you join what? Any organization. Okay. Now you're done with your profile setup. Okay. Now on this huddle here, we have the marketing department that we just created. We have the marketing department, right? Now I'm giving you for in this marketing department, you can see we have only what? We have one staff here. Okay. In human resource department, how many staff do we have? We have one. Normally it's not possible to have one staff in marketing department or human resource department. I'm only giving you an instance here, okay? Now we have one here. Then in accounting department, how many do we have? We have one here. Then in general, in all staff, or you can in all staff here. I want to show you something. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Let me not use all staff. Let me use the general. Let me use general, okay? Now, in general, how many staff do we have in total? We have what? 257 what staff. Now, if I should come to this general and type, um, there will be what? There will be a meeting. There will be a meeting tomorrow. Okay, there will be a meeting tomorrow by what? 3 p.m. By 3 p.m. Now, it simply means what? The meeting is actually meant for what? For the whole staff, both the junior and what? And the senior staff. Okay. The meeting is not a departmental meeting. Okay. It's meant for what? everybody, both junior and what senior staff. Are we following? Now, before we move ahead, what if, for example, I'm the general manager in this company, and let's say I want to show my staff how, I want to share a video with my staff, or to show them how about what is it called, about staff conduct, how to behave, staff conduct, in a workplace. Let's say I saw a video on YouTube and I want to show them how, I want to share a video with them about staff conduct, in an organization. Okay, let's go to YouTube. Let me show you something. Okay, I want to show you something. Okay, now I'm in YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. All right, hold on, let me go to YouTube. Okay, now we're in YouTube. We're in YouTube here. Let's say, for example, am the general manager, or I'm the CEO of a company, and I saw a video about staff conduct. The staff conduct, in organizations, in organizations. Okay, let's say I was doing something on YouTube as the owner of a company, and I saw something meaningful which I want to share with all the staff. Okay, and I want to share this stuff. Let me just look for a good video that I can share. How to handle difficult employee. Okay, let me just pick this one. Okay.
Today, I'm going to cover exactly why you, as an
Now, let's say I saw something like this online and I want to share it with my staff. Okay. I can decide to copy the video link. Here, look up here. This is where you have the video link. I can decide to copy the video link. Let me copy the video link and go back to this general. Okay. I can decide to come here and type um kindly watch what this video for personal development, or you can say kindly watch this video on, or kindly watch this video about what staff conduct. Now, the moment I'm done with this, I can, let me put colon. Sorry, hold on. Now I can decide to paste that link that I shared here. Okay. Now leave the link. Now the moment I'm done with this, what do I do? Okay, sorry. The title is how to handle difficult stuff. Okay, sorry. Kindly watch this video on how to handle difficult stuff. Sorry. Kindly watch this video on how to handle difficult stuff. Now I can decide to share the link like this. Okay. Now if I should share this link this way, it's not going to be cool. Okay, it's not going to be cool. Now I can start to send this stuff here, but the link is not looking uh is looking too long. Okay. Now at this point, how do you shorten the link? You can decide to come here. You can decide to shorten the link here. Okay, this is where to shorten your link. That long link that we copied, you can decide to come here and shorten the link. You click on this link here. You click on this link. You can click here. Then you paste the long link that you copied from YouTube, and you do what you save. Now I can decide to type. The next thing I can decide to type is what, click here to watch um to watch what, a video on how to what, handle what, a difficult what stuff. Now if I should send this stuff right now if I should decide to send this stuff, okay, if you, oh sorry, hold on, it's coming up. Now if I should click this stuff here, it will take me direct to YouTube. Why? Because you've done what, you've shortened the what, the link. If I click this stuff, it will take me to where, to YouTube what, channel. Okay, because you've done what, you've shortened the what, the link. Please, if you're following, can you make it on the reaction button? Let me know where you are. Let me know where you are. Okay, I don't want to be talking to myself alone. Ah, somebody said uh, somebody said they can't see my screen. Please, if you can see my screen, can you make use of the reaction button? Like, if you can see my screen, can you use the reaction button? People are seeing my screen, and if you can't see my screen, please, can you log out and log in? Okay. If you can't see my screen, please, can you log out and log in? Okay. All right. All right. This one said the write-offs are very small. If the write-offs are small, you can zoom it from your side. You can zoom it from your side. Okay. You can zoom it from your side. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is what we usually see every session. Like, we are used to all this stuff. I can't see your screen. I can see your screen. Like, we are used to it. Okay. Then please, if you're making use of your phone, you should slide. Just use your hand and slide the picture down. The screen will show. Use your hand and slide the picture. Okay. It will show. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Now there's nothing much to do on Slack. Now, this before we go into how to do automation, or how to do automation on Slack, let me quickly take you on how to do huddle. Okay. Now, if, for example, the general manager comes to these general staff or all staff and say, sorry, let me know what's going on. Okay, perfect. Now, okay, thank you. Thank you. Now, if the general manager, or please, can you stop typing? Is affecting me. Okay. Now, if the general manager should come to all staff and type, there will be a video huddle, or we have a video huddle. Okay, we have a video huddle. If the general manager says we have a video huddle by 12 p.m. tomorrow, or by 12 p.m. today, now please pay attention. Pay attention very, very well. Now, it simply means what? You start, the moment the huddle starts, you're going to turn on your video. Now, you shouldn't wait for anybody to tell you, Chiamaka, please turn on your video. No. It says we have a video huddle by what? By 12 p.m. Now, the moment you join huddle, let me click on huddle. Now, the huddle is going on here. Okay, this is the huddle. Allow. Okay. Now this is the huddle. You can see there is a huddle going on here, and I'm the only one in this huddle. Now, where is the huddle going on? The huddle is going on where all staff. You can see all staff. That is where the huddle is what is taking place in all staff what departments. That means the huddle is actually meant for what? For the whole staff. Are we following? The huddle is meant for what? For the whole staff. Okay. Now, it simply means what? The moment you join this huddle, you're going to turn on your video. Nobody should wait for you to do what? Nobody should start asking you to do what? To join the what? To turn on your video. You're going to do what? Turn on your video because it's what? It's a video huddle. And under the huddle, you can also decide to do what? To share to share your screen. Okay. You can decide to do what? Share your screen. Now, this is where to turn the video on. If I should turn this stuff on now, you're going to see my face here. Okay, I don't want to turn it on. If I should turn it on, you're going to see my video, like my face, if I should turn it on. Okay. Now, you can decide to do what? Invite someone to the huddle. Now, you can decide to start a huddle and share the link to people. Okay. Now, how do you invite people to huddle? You can decide, you can come here on these three dots, click on these three dots and do what? And copy what? The link. You copy the link and share, and share it, for people to join. Okay, you share it for people to do what? To join. Now you can start to do what? They say choose a huddle team. You can start to do, they say show caption. Okay, show what? Caption. You can start to change your video background. Okay, you can start to do what? Change your video background. You can click on the video background. Let's see if we can get a good background. Okay, you can see background here. I can decide to choose this one. Okay. So you can decide to do what? Choose what? A video background. That means if I should turn my video, you're not going to see my house. You're going to see the background only. Are we following? Are we following? If I should turn my video on, you are not going to see my room. What you're going to see is the video the video background. This particular video background. This video background is what you're going to see. I can start to choose this one. Okay. I can start to choose either this one or this one. That means the moment I turn my video on, you're not going to see you're not going to see my background. Now the music, there's a music playing on the background is because I'm the only one on the huddle. Okay, the music is just keeping me busy. Okay, for the meantime. Okay, now that is how to do to join huddle, or that is how to do to start a huddle. Now have it in mind that if I should come to accounting department, for example, let me close this huddle. Let me end the huddle first. Now, if I should come to accounting department and start a huddle, or if I should come to accounting department and start a huddle, it simply means the huddle is actually meant for people who are in accounting department. Okay. Now, if you're not in accounting department, you are not going to be aware of the huddle going on. Okay. You must be a staff. You must be a member of a particular department before you know what's going on there. Okay. Then if you're not a staff member, have it in mind that you're not going to do follow up. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, the channel represents department. Please, if you're working in a company, just picture what I'm saying. Okay, just picture what I'm saying. The channel there represents it represents a company, a department. Now the June-July class 25 is is a workspace or organization. Okay, the June-July is the name of the organization, and the channel is the department. Are we following? The channel is is the department. Okay. Now, but before we move into automation, let me see if we have one or two questions we want to ask. Should I finish before the question? Let me know. Let me know if I should finish. Please, can you make use of the comment section? Should I finish before question will come in? Make it on the section. Let me know. Should should I finish before question? Okay, finish. Okay, okay. Quick one, quick one. Okay, quick one. We are not spending much time. Okay. We only have we I think in the next what is it called in the next 10 minutes, in the next 15 minutes, I should be done with this class. Okay, because there is nothing much to do on Slack here. Okay. Now, how do you um for example, most time, like I said before, most times people don't really get notification when a message is sent to them on their Gmail. Okay. Now, if you want Slack to send you notification that okay, you have you have a message from Gmail, how do you do that? How do you do that? Now, the question is how do you integrate your Gmail into your Slack account? How do you do that? That is the question. Okay. Now you can easily come down. You can see app here. You can see where you have app here. Oh, I've already done my. I've done mine. That's why it's showing here. That's why it's showing. Okay, let's see. Now you can easily come. Um, you can easily come to this add app here and choose what you want to add. Okay. Now, what do you want to add? That is the question I want to ask you. Now, if you want to add your Google Calendar, you can integrate your Google Calendar in your Slack account. You can integrate your Gmail. You can integrate your Gmail into into your Slack account. That means whenever you have whenever you have notification, whenever you have any message on your Gmail, your Slack will do what? Notify you. Okay. Now, there's this we call, I don't know if some of you know what we call Trello. It's a project management tool, or you can call it a workflow tool. Okay, a workflow tool or software. Okay, I think you're going to learn that too from Equi. Now you can decide to integrate Trello into your account, into your Slack account. That means whenever someone assigns a task to you, your Slack will do what? We notify you. Okay. Now I don't have Trello account for now because for me to install this stuff, that means I'm going to create a Trello account. Okay, but I don't want to do that right now. Now, both both Trello and Asana, they are all project management tool or workflow tool. Okay. Now let's say I want to integrate my Gmail. How do I integrate my Gmail into my Slack account? Okay, that means whenever they send me any message on my Gmail, I will do what? I will get what? Notification on my what? On my Slack. Okay. Now, please have it in mind that you cannot just do anyhow integration. Okay. You can't just be doing anyhow integration. You must have a reason or a purpose why you're doing what? Integration. Okay. Now, how do we do that? You click on what? Where is my Gmail? Okay, you click on what? Install. Okay. Slack for what? Gmail. They say send emails into Slack to discuss them with your what? Gmails. Okay. Now what do? You click what? Install. Now it's coming up. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but let's see. It's coming up. This is not network issue. Okay, that is how it works most times. If you want to do some integration, okay. This one is not network issue. Okay. Please, if you can hear me, if you can hear my voice, can you just use the reaction button? If you can hear my voice, can you use the reaction button? Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, this is not issue of network. Okay. This one is actually coming from Slack. That is how it happens most times whenever you want to do integration. Okay. So whatever thing you want to integrate, you can always come to marketplace and do what and search for it. Okay. Now, what do you want to integrate? Okay, you want, they say new what? Gmail. Okay. Fill out a form to Slack. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, hold on. Then the moment you're here, you click on what? Add words to Slack. Why is it telling me to uninstall? Why is it telling me to uninstall? Okay, let's go back to Slack and see if it's already there. I don't know why it's telling me to uninstall. Let's go to home. I don't think I can add more than. Why is it telling me to uninstall? That is the question here. Let me uninstall this one and see. Sorry guys. Uninstall app. Let me click on install again. Click on continue. Continue. Then allow. Okay, they say Slack for Gmail has been installed. Okay, done. Now I need to refresh this stuff, okay? Because the moment you follow this procedure, it should appear on your on your stuff. I don't know why it's not appearing here. Maybe we cannot add more than two. Okay. If you're following my step, kindly use the chat section to know if your own was able to appear there. I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe we cannot install more than two apps there because of the free trial version we are making use of. Please, if you're following me, can you check your own end to know if yours is adding up or if your own appeared? I don't know why mine is not showing. Okay, before we round up, please you can try your own to know if it will show. I don't know why mine is not showing, okay? You can try your own, okay? You can integrate any app you want to integrate, okay? Now, if you search for any app and you can't find it, that means you cannot integrate the app into your Slack, okay? That means you have to use a different option. Now, you can see we have the workspace here called what? Called June, July. Now, if for example you are working in a different organization, you are working in two organizations and they're making use of Slack, the first one is going to appear here, the second one is going to do what? Appear here. Now, let's say for example you're working in the first company, you're working as June, July, you're working in June, July class 25 as an accountant, and the second one, April, May, for example, is the second company name. You're working there as a customer support what? specialist. That means you're going to have two what profiles here. You're going to have what two profiles in these what organizations, because one in because one in June July class 25 you're working what as a cost as an accountant, while in April May you're working what as a customer what support what specialist. That means you're going to have two organizations here, two workspaces here, okay, called what June July 25 and what April May. Okay, now have it in mind that the appearance are not going to be the same. Okay, their interactions, their conversations are not going to be the same. Why? Because you are working where in two different words companies. Are we following? Now at this point, I need to take question and answers from you guys. Okay, at this point, and before that, I need to pause my recording. Okay, let me pause my recording before I. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining today's session. Okay, thank you.